Hey, 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 beautiful moms. So, first and foremost, I want to apologize because we were supposed to do this last night, but I was having some technical difficulties and I couldn't do it. So, sorry. Yeah, but let's get into email marketing 101. It's always good to get back to the basics sometimes because a lot of times we try to overcomplicate things. And I also realize there's a lot of moms out there, mompreneurs, who are not leveraging email marketing. There's a fortune in your email list. So, all right, let's get started. Okay. So let's get our slides up here so you can see what's going on and you can follow along. And of course, make sure that you are inviting all of your mompreneur friends so they get this information. It's crucial whether you are, catching this on YouTube or, in the Moms That Boss Facebook group, share it. Okay. So, email marketing 101 by your favorite coach for mompreneurs, right? Here we go. So, before we get started, as always, we are going to do the Moms That Boss pledge. Why? Because the words that you speak to yourself are important. So, you want to speak life into yourself. So, here we go. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am deserving. I will get everything that I want because I am a mom that bosses. Yes. So say it out loud, say it with conviction. Even if you don't believe everything in the pledge yet, you will. You just got to say it enough. Okay. So next, all right. So facts. And guys, let me remove this really quickly. Because it's kind of in the way. I want to remove that live with Lanisha thing that's going on up there. Let's hide that. There we go. All right. So a couple of little facts here, and I'm also going to change this. Nope. There we go. That's the one that I want. So you can see everything. So a couple of little facts that I came across that I wanted to share with you. So you can realize how important it is for you to start sending those emails if you're not and building up that email list. So 80% of business professionals find that email marketing increases customer retention rates. So you're at these vending events like your pop-ups, right? Now, people buy stuff, but you didn't capture their email. If you capture their email, now you're in their email. You're constantly in their face, right? And it encourages them to buy from you again. You will increase your customer retention from those pop-ups if you collect those email addresses and you start emailing them on a regular basis, right? The next fact, globally, Fridays see the highest email open rates, nearly 19% compared to the lowest open rate, which is 17% on Saturdays. Are you emailing your list on Fridays? If you're not, get those emails out, guys. Couple more facts here. A majority of email views come from mobile devices. Yeah, we have our phones in our hands all the time. I hardly ever check my email on my computer unless I'm doing something for my travel business. Because I have separate email addresses for my travel business. I have one email address that is specifically for vendors to send information, and then my email address for my clients. Now, my one for vendors, I do not have that going to my phone, so I do check it there. But mostly, I'm checking my email on my phone. Why? Because I'm a mom that's always on the go, and I'm sure you probably are doing the same thing. Unless you're probably checking your work email and you're at your desk or whatever, right? So, point being, make sure that when you're sending emails that they also look great on mobile and not just when you're creating them on your desktop. So next fact, 50% of people buy from marketing emails at least once a month. So if you're not emailing your list, guess what? You're missing out on that money. So email your list. There's fortune in the follow-up. There's fortune in your email list. So leverage it. And if you don't have an email list, it's fine because I'm going to tell you how to start building an email list so you can keep that pipeline going, that flow of money coming in. So here are some common questions that I get a lot from mompreneurs when it comes down to email lists. First one is, how often should I send emails? You should be sending emails as often as possible, right? So you have your favorite stores that you like to shop at, especially these big businesses. How many times are you getting emails from them? You're getting emails from them at least once a week, at least a few times a week, minimum. Some you're getting emails from them every single day. Does that mean you're going to open them all? No, but they're staying in your email, so they're always going to be fresh in your mind. So even if you're not ready to buy now, you are definitely going to go to them when you are ready, right? There's some typos in this one, but won't they get annoyed if I send too many? If they get annoyed, that means that they're not your target audience anyway. So it doesn't matter. They really don't want to know what you have going on, what you have to say. So it doesn't matter. And they will very easily unsubscribe. And who cares? When they're ready to come back, they will. Or if they don't ever come back, they're not your customer. Again, they are probably not going to open your emails all the time. You don't open every single email that is sent to you. But when you're ready to open that email and you're ready to shop, you will go and you will open that email. Like, let's see what Happily Naturally Me has going on right now, because I need some shea butter, right? Happily Naturally Me, guys, is my skincare line. If you're brand new to me, I do have a natural skincare line called Happily Naturally Me. But they're like, let's see what she's been sending me. I don't know about you, but when I know that I'm about to go to Kohl's, I'm like, oh, let me see if I have a coupon. Or Children's Place, oh, let me see if I have a coupon in my email, right? So send those emails. Next, what is the best time of day to email? Well, you have to look at your data to figure that out. Like when I've analyzed my data, I realized that the majority of my customers that I send emails to, they open their emails around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what does that tell me? That if I send an email out in the morning, I'm going to resend that same email out again to those that did not open it, because most likely they're going to open it around 6 p.m. Or if I didn't send an email out all day, I'm going to send it around 5 because the majority of people are going to open the email around 6. You have to know your numbers and understand the patterns, the behaviors of your audience, right? So, what types of emails should you be sending, or can you send? There's going to be a lot more than this, guys, but here are some ones that you most definitely want to be sending, or suggestions for you to send to give you some ideas. Specific campaign related emails. Maybe you're having a sale, so you create a sequence of emails for that specific sale. Or maybe you have an event coming up. You create a series of emails specifically related to that event. It's a campaign sequence. Newsletter, weekly newsletter, monthly newsletter, to keep your audience informed. Now, if you're going to be sending out a newsletter, you want to make sure that you're sending out that newsletter like clockwork. So if you're like, all right, I'm going to do a weekly newsletter, okay, what day of the week are you going to send it out? You should be sending it out that same day so for example, Sunday. Well, your newsletter goes out every Sunday at 8 p.m., 8 a.m. or whatever. But it has to be like clockwork. your monthly email, or you're going to send a monthly email, whatever it, monthly newsletter, whatever it is, just make sure that you're consistent with it. Next, your welcome series. You should have a sequence of emails that are going out to people when they opt into your welcome sequence. What's a welcome sequence? Well, you know how you go to somebody's website, right? And they have a box and it's like, join my email list. Yeah, that's the welcome sequence. You're opting into that. Now, when you have that on your website, you have to give an incentive for people to want to be on your email list. Why? Because people are more likely to join your email list when you give them an incentive, a reason to join, right? You can send out testimonial emails. Maybe, you've gotten some text messages or some comments about how people love your products, the results they're getting. Or maybe, like you're like me, which you should be, when you are doing pop-up events, if you can, like, again, my natural skincare line, when people buy products from me and they're trying it out, I will ask them, I get their permission first if I can record them, especially if they're a repeat customer and they come back and they're raving. Like, everybody always comes back and they're raving how much they love the product. And I ask them, like, can I record you? Can you, like, you say that again? And they're, most of the time they're like, yeah, sure, no problem, right? So you can send that to your audience. You should be having a place on your website for people to leave reviews. Send those reviews to your audience, to your email list, right? Educational emails. You are educating your audience on your products through your service. Again, guys, so there's other emails that you can send, but these are some ones that you definitely want to send. Oh, almost forgot. Abandoned cart emails. Like, you should have an abandoned cart email sequence. So, for example, I absolutely love Amazon. And sometimes I will put stuff in my cart, right? And I may not always buy it right then and there, but to Amazon, they're like, oh, well, gosh, she didn't buy this. Let's send her an email to remind her. Now, most of the time I do that because I'm like, oh, let me put it in my cart. And then I just want to go and shop around and compare or whatever, right? Or I'm like, I don't really have enough time to really compare. So I'm just going to leave it in a cart for now. And then they'll send me an email like, hey, you forgot to buy this. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really have time to go and, compare stuff. Let me just go ahead and buy it now. So you want to have an abandoned cart email sequence. And guys, if you do not know how to do any of these things, make sure that you are asking, okay? If you have not done a consultation with me, you can definitely do that. Just, say, hey, Lanisha, send me a DM or comment, hey, Lanisha, I'd love to, get on your calendar. And we can do that. Or very easily, of course, start your application process for the Mom Step Boss Inner Circle, which is scrolling across your screen right there. Next. So, Lanisha, how do I build my email list? Well, girl, I am about to give you some tips on how to do that. First and foremost, we already talked about it, an opt-in on your website. People love incentives, love freebies. Like, what are you giving them to get on their email list? I give a 15% off coupon. Yeah, join my email list. You get a 15% off coupon that you can use on your very first order. Yes, you want to be on the email list, right? So if you do not have something on your website, do that right now. Like, stop wasting time. Get this opt-in on your email, like on your website. If you do not know how to do that, again, ask. All right. Next, when you're doing vending events, ask for those emails. Whether people buy from you or not, if they buy from you, ask for the email. Like, let me email you the receipts. What is your email address? Or another thing that I do is, if you join our email list today, you'll get 10% off your order right now. Incentives, give people a reason to join, right? Also, if you are a service-based business, or maybe you still have a product-based business, webinars, you can do a webinar to teach something, right? And as they are joining the webinar, registering, they have to register, right? You get that email address. You're building your list. Maybe you're hosting an event, a physical event. Again, when they buy tickets, they register. They are giving you their information. Now they're on your email list. Guys, there is fortune in your email list. And I know everyone wants people to, follow them on social media or be friends or whatever, right? That is also really cool. But guess what? Those platforms go down, you have lost your followers. They ban you, you've lost your followers. You do not own those lists, but you do own your email list. And this is why it is crucial if you're running a business that you have one and you are constantly building it. It is your pipeline. Think of it as one of those bloodlines for your business. Another way is sales funnels. If you have a sales funnel, I would so love to know what it is. Drop the link and I will actually go and check it out. And I will even opt into it so I can see what you have going on. If you do not have a sales funnel, you should definitely have one. I have one for my Happily Actually Me business. I have a few for Moms That Boss, right? It is a great way to, show your audience your expertise. So I'm going to actually give you an example of my funnel for my Happily Actually Me business. So my funnel is connected to my ads. I have an ad that runs 24/7, 365, right? So this ad runs. People see the ad, they click on the link because that's part of the call to action is for them to click on the link. It takes them to my funnel. Now, they click on the link because I tell them get these free natural eczema tips, right? You want them. I know that you want them, right? So yeah, they want them. So they click on the link and guess what? It takes them to where they enter their information. On this page, in order for them to get the eczema tips, the free eczema tips, natural eczema tips, right? They have to enter their email address, they have to enter their name, and they have to enter their phone number, right? So now they've entered that information and now they get the freebie. And the freebie is actually a video for them to watch. So now that I have this information, now they all have opted in and they are now in my email sequence. Guys, I have them. But then also in my funnel, it does also offer them the opportunity to get a free sample pack of products. Now, sometimes, people don't always get the free sample pack, but guess what? I have them on my email list and I'm building that relationship with them. So eventually they will end up buying, right? Because that's building up that know, like, and trust factor because I'm constantly being in their email. So that's building up the brand recognition, right? So some people do order the sample pack, and then some people order the sample pack. What's free? They just have to pay shipping and handling, and then they order additional products to go along with that free sample pack. So it's like a win-win for everyone, right? So if you want to know more information about sales funnels, again, drop it in the comments. Get on my calendar. Whatever questions you guys have, drop them and I will answer them for you. Next, we have our call to actions. As you are doing your lives, as you are doing your posts on social media, tell people to join your email list. But as you are doing that, make sure that you're giving them the incentive of why they should be joining your email list, right? Again, I give 15% off. It also gives them access to exclusive deals that I don't post on my social media, but it's coming in the email. They're the first ones to know about new products and things like that. So they want to be in the in. They want to be in the know. So join the email list, right? So those are some ways that you can build up your email list. And if you are not, again, building your email list, stop sleeping on it. That should be one of your goals, one of the things that you should be putting on your to-do list for this week. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. As always, you can schedule a complimentary strategy session with me by texting the word meeting to 833-319-0828. Once you text that word, you will get a link to my calendar and you can go ahead and schedule a complimentary strategy session with me. And that way you can ask your more detailed questions and we can walk through your goals. And I will give you some advice right there on the spot, things that you can implement immediately to start getting the results that you want. And of course, if I feel like it's a good fit, I'll also extend the invitation for you to join the Moms That Boss Inner Circle. But again, not everyone can be in the Moms That Boss Inner Circle. So if I extend the invitation to you, it's because I think that you are a good fit and you're serious about building your business. So that is what I have for you guys. As always, of course, don't be stingy. Make sure you're sharing this information with all of your mompreneur friends, and go be awesome, go be great, be your authentic self, and get it done. Stop sleeping on this information. You have watched this entire video. Now execute. All right. I will see you later. Bye.